This week in 1979, the first Islamic revolution toppled the ruling dynasty of Shah Reza Pahlavi in Iran. It began with the demand for democracy, but ended with the world's first Islamic republic. Through 1978 and 1979, the Iranian people took to the streets in mass protests against the country's growing inequality and what they saw as the tyrannical regime of the Shah. Annabelle Sirani was a university lecturer in Tehran at the time.
These are all my photos. Images of what the walls of Tehran look like, posters. You could hear the shouting on the street. Sometimes you could hear the machine gun fire too.
The protesters found a figurehead in an Islamic religious leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, who was in exile in Paris, promising free and fair elections if the Shah was overthrown. He rallied religious leaders in the country to support the mass protest from the pulpit.
There were many different groups of Iranians mobilized in this revolution. There was very little imagining of what Iran was going to be once the Shah had gone.
In January 1979, the Shah fled the country. Within 2 months, a new Islamic Republic of Iran had been declared, with Ayatollah Khomeini as its supreme leader. He ruled with an iron fist. At the time, The Economist reported, arbitrary arrests and telephone tapping are back, and so is torture, though not as skillfully done as under Savak, the Shah's security service. 37 years on, life in Iran remains highly oppressive.
The major impact on Iranians has been the absence of human rights and the difficulties of cultural expression.
The regime's boundaries have relaxed over time. There are now pop concerts in Tehran, but tight restrictions remain in place. Shahin Najafi is an Iranian musician who uses his music to speak out against the regime. He is in police protection in Germany.
هر شکلی از هنر که خطرساز باشه برای کنزرواتیسم ایرانی که توش مخلوطی از سنت و دینه ممنوع.
After writing one song which included lyrics about a Shia cleric, Shahin was sentenced to death by a senior Ayatollah from the regime. He has a $100,000 bounty on his head.
اگه کار موسیقی تو ایران خیلی نسبیه. اگه کار پاپ بکنی به دین و مسائل جنسی و آزادی‌های سیاسی و بحث همجنسگرا اینا کار نداشته باشی عموماً آسون تره. اما موقعی که به مسائل سیاسی و این جور حواشی بپردازی کار سخت میشه.
Breaking religious taboos through cultural expression has been on the rise in recent years as the children of the revolution become restless with the regime. But they must tread carefully, as speaking out against the country's leaders can have severe consequences.